License card number 72. Well, you pulled around pretty quick.
What's up?
Nothing much.
Filming the lot?
Is there anything I can see in public?
What is that?
Any reason? Can you step back 6 feet, please?
Oh, COVID?
Do you have a mask?
Yeah, I do. Do you have one?
No, I don't need one. It's your policy, not mine.
What's going on with you guys? Why are you filming us?
Is there a problem with that?
Yeah, why are you filming the lot?
Is there a problem with that? Is that illegal?
You can film.
I'm sorry? I'm sorry? Have I committed a crime?
No, just for my safety.
You need my ID for your safety?
Yes.
What's that going to do for you?
No, flags.
No, my what?
The flags.
What's that?
If you don't understand, like, the whole thing.
Flags?
No, yeah. Just for my safety, right?
I haven't committed a crime, so I don't have to ID. It's not a stop and identify state, ma'am. Can I have your name and badge?
Of course you can.
What is it?
It's 204. My last name's Cosby.
Cosby?
Cosby.
Cosby. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I have no any ill will or intent.
What's your first name?
I'm sorry?
What's your first name?
I'm not going to give it.
Why not?
Because I don't need to.
Why are you being so unpopular?
I have every right not to give you my name. I haven't committed any crime.
Well, I don't understand why you're filming the law.
It's just anything in public. You're the police department. I could film you. You're public officials.
Yep, we are.
Yes, you are. You have every right to be filmed.
But right now, the reason why I don't understand why you're filming us. It's a secure lot. That's where we were.
I'm not on it. I see the restricted sign that says no trespassing right there. I haven't stepped foot on there.
Never said I was on it. Good thing you have your mask on.
Thank you.
Policy.
It is.
So he was just filming our lot, filming me, filming you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm filming you too, sir.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. I just legally have to tell you.
Yeah, no, I understand. Can I have your name and badge?
Yeah, it's Dawson, Dad 78.
Nice to meet you. So, what are we all doing here?
Do you live around here? I'm working.
I'm not answering any questions, ma'am.
Well, then why do you want to know so much about us when you won't tell us anything about you?
I don't have to. That's the whole point. I don't need to. I'm under no law or obligation to tell you who I am. I haven't committed any crimes. I haven't stepped on your property, and I have no reason to.
See on the sidewalk?
Of course I am.
Yeah, he was crossing the street.
Yeah, she pulled out, and she pulled right back in. I mean, you guys can use a threat assessment. I mean, well, that's what you're doing right now. You have every right to stop me and ask me what I'm doing. I'm just filming anything I see in public. I film public officials.
All the time?
Yeah, all the time. So you're calling 3 units in for somebody exercising a constitutionally So you're calling 3 officers for a constitutionally protected...
Welcome to a confrontation that quickly turns into a lesson about the difference between lawful activity, police policy, and actual legal authority. What begins as a citizen filming a police parking lot from a public sidewalk soon escalates into a tense encounter as Officer Cosby approaches and immediately demands to know why he is recording. The auditor remains calm, explaining that he is filming what is visible from a public place. But the questions quickly shift toward identification. According to the auditor, he has committed no crime and has not been given a clear reason why he must provide ID. Yet the demand continues. When he refuses to voluntarily identify himself, he is labeled uncooperative, and the situation rapidly intensifies. Within minutes, multiple patrol units arrive for a single man holding a camera, turning what began as a simple recording session into a much larger confrontation. No violence, no immediate threat, just a citizen documenting from a public sidewalk and officers demanding answers. As more officers surround the scene, one question becomes impossible to ignore. Where does legitimate public safety investigation end? And where does unnecessary intimidation begin? And this is only the beginning of how far this confrontation is about to go.
No, they showed up all by themselves.
Oh, they did? Oh, out of nowhere? Wow.
That's how I got here.
Any more behind me?
Yes, there's a whole department.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's not happy about the numbers too right here. The numbers that are... He's uncooperative.
Uncooperative?
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't want to answer questions?
Yes.
I don't have to.
Being uncooperative, yes.
Okay.
That's what that means.
It's not a crime. I mean...
He's filming a secure lot.
Can I have your name and badge, please?
Yes, 179.
Name?
No, that's right.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, it is.
It's not going to happen. And you could ask all you want, but I haven't committed any crime. And until you could articulate that, I'm not giving any ID.
Okay. That's fine.
You can ask.
That's fine. So far, we're really then.
Okay. Can you step back for me?
No, I can't.
What are you looking at? Cigarettes?
No, there's other ways.
My flag?
No.
That's okay. I don't care. You guys already know who I am. It doesn't really matter.
Do you do this often, my friend?
I'm not answering your question. Am I being detained?
At the moment, we're talking.
Am I being detained?
At the moment, yes.
It's a very simple question.
Right now, you're being detained. We're talking.
Can you call a supervisor, please?
Not at the moment.
Yes, you can. You're illegally detaining me for absolutely no crime, and you can't even articulate it. So give me a supervisor.
We're talking to you.
Give me a supervisor, please. If you can't articulate your crime that I committed, then I'm going to walk away. So,
How long have
you guys not know the law, or are you just like abusing people's powers? Your powers.
How long have you been filming us for?
It's none of your f***ing business. For real, it's none of your business. Because you guys, there's just a lot to do with the police department right now, and I have every right to film you. You're filming me. Am I f***ing stopping you and bothering you? Am I telling you why are you filming people? Why are you filming everyone else around? I mean, there's cameras everywhere. What's the big deal? What is the big deal?
Well, you knew that going into it. You're just filming.
I know what I'm doing. I do this all the time.
I just don't know why.
It's none of your business. It's really none of your business, and you're illegally detaining me right now. Yes, you are. You can't articulate the crime that I committed or about to commit. What is it? What is your RSA? What is the penal code that I'm committing right now?
Do you work?
What is your penal code in RSA that you're articulating the crime I committed to identify me and illegally detain me?
Now, the confrontation reaches a critical turning point. Surrounded by multiple officers, the auditor is officially labeled uncooperative for refusing to answer questions he argues he is not legally required to answer. But instead of backing down, he calmly asks the question at the center of the entire encounter. What crime have I committed? The response, according to footage, never clearly identifies a specific offense. He presses further, asking what reasonable suspicion exists and what law he is allegedly violating. These questions shift the confrontation away from opinions and toward the legal basis for the officer's actions. The auditor argues that if he is being detained, the officer should be able to explain why. As the exchange continues, no arrest is made and no specific crime is identified to him. Then comes a decisive moment. He tells the officers that if they cannot articulate a lawful reason for keeping him there, he intends to leave. Moments later, he walks away. No chase follows, no arrest is made, and the officers remain behind. What began as a tense attempt to question and identify a man filming from a public area ends with the central issue still hanging in the air. If there was no clearly stated legal basis to detain him, why was he stopped in the first place?
I'm going to walk away. So much for your detainment.
Officer Cosby treated lawful filming as suspicious, demanded ID without citing any crime, and then labeled the individual as uncooperative to justify detaining him. When she failed to articulate a specific legal basis, calling in additional officers only exposed the legal confusion and further infringed on constitutional rights. If you believe Officer Cosby's actions were wrong, leave a 5 in the comments.
Of the Highway Patrol. The reason I said for the seatbelt.
I remember you.
Yeah. Do you have your driver's license?
I do. But we went over this last time, didn't we? Talked about the driver's license or the seatbelt thing.
Yes, sir.
We already went through this though.
Okay. You need to see your driver's license and
Is your lieutenant around today?
He's not.
Figures. What about your captain?
He is as high as it goes at this office.
The lieutenant?
Yep.
What about the female lieutenant that was over here?
The sergeant?
Sergeant, yeah.
She's off today.
Damn.
Yeah.
So your captain's number the same? His cell phone?
Should be.
Okay. All right. I guess go ahead and get your supervisor out here then.
All right.
Appreciate it.
What's your name?
I don't have to give that right now.
All right.
Get your supervisor, thank you. I'm formally requesting a supervisor.
Stockton 4930.
Can you provide your name and badge number for the camera, please?
I'm sorry?
Can you provide your name and badge number for the camera, please?
Yeah, I'm Officer Banks with the Highway Patrol. Badge number 20142.
20142.
Stockton 4930. I'm on a stop, Mountain Ranch Road and Marshall.
Same guy that stopped us in Valley Springs. I'm sorry, your name is Officer Fletcher with the Highway Patrol. What was your badge number?
So it's 18318.
Okay.
So I hear that you're refusing to provide identification. Officer Banks made a legal stop, and you're required to provide it.
Okay. Can you provide that statute for me, please?
No. So are you going to provide ID?
That wasn't a legal request under the state law. That was not a mandatory thing.
Are you bleeding, ma'am?
No, I just got done working.
Yeah, with stain.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to step out of the car, please.
Ask me to step out of the car?
Yeah.
Okay, for what?
To continue the conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Do I need to?
You can stay. So do you have ID on you or no?
I do.
Okay.
I do. And my only reason for not IDing was because, what was it, Thompson versus Reno states that is not necessarily a requirement.
Yeah.
That a seatbelt is not necessarily a requirement. I'm not harming anybody, so by law, I haven't broken any law. I'm not harming myself. I wasn't driving illegally or, you know, aggressively in any manner, and I'm sure you can definitely concur with that.
Yeah.
I made a legal turn. I turned on my blinker. I was going the speed limit.
Okay.
So the only issue that he has right now is that I wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
That's correct. Yeah. So he told me the same thing.
Okay.
As far as the reason for the stop.
Right.
And
I'm perfectly understanding that. I'm perfectly clear about that. I'm not arguing that.
Okay, great. Well, great. I'm glad we're on the same page about that.
Enter Officer Banks. And this time the confrontation comes with history. He has reportedly stopped the same auditor before over the same alleged issue, not wearing a seatbelt. Once again, the encounter quickly turns into a dispute over identification. The auditor refuses to provide ID and cites case law that he believes addresses whether a minor infraction automatically requires a person to identify themselves. Officer Banks maintains that the stop itself is valid and focuses on obtaining compliance. But when the auditor repeatedly asks a specific law requiring him to provide identification for the alleged seatbelt violation, the discussion becomes increasingly uncertain. The officer can reference the vehicle code section related to the seatbelt requirement, but the separate question of why identification is mandatory remains at the center of the argument. Then Supervisor Fletcher arrives, seemingly bringing the possibility of clarity. Instead, she maintains that identification is required during the traffic stop, while acknowledging that she is unfamiliar with the case law being cited by the auditor. The discussion repeatedly returns to policy, routine, and standard procedure, while the auditor continues asking for a specific legal authority. Can you cite the law? He asks again, whether the officers are relying on a statute, established procedure, or their understanding of the law becomes a central issue, exposing the growing tension between what the auditor believes his rights allow and what the officers believe their authority requires. And the confrontation is far from over.
So I know that you have an understanding of what you said is Thompson versus Reno. I'm going to be honest, I'm not that familiar with it. I just know what our procedure and what our policies are. And when an officer makes a traffic stop,
A legal traffic stop, yes.
You're required to provide identification.
Okay. Banks, one more time, let me get you to recite that seatbelt code, because I know we went over this the last time I saw you.
27315.
27315D.
Yes, sir.
And then it was E for passenger, right? Okay. And I also recited the same thing to you that day, that I wasn't going to give ID. I guarantee that was the reason why you stopped me today, was because you saw me actually operating a motor vehicle.
The reason I stopped you today because
Was the seatbelt.
Yes.
And I refused to give you ID the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so,
Are you his supervisor?
yeah, for today, yeah.
For
yes.
today?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you fine with providing your name and...
Well, my only reason why I don't want to provide that information is because I know it goes through David, all your other data banks, all that stuff, and I really don't want that. I don't need the interaction with the police officers.
So that wasn't my question. Are you okay with providing your name and date of birth?
If I have a legal liability,
So-
or a legal mandatory need for that,
We're
then
telling
yes.
you it exists. We're telling you it exists.
Okay, can you state what law?
It's part of a traffic stop. If you get pulled over, you're required to provide identification.
4302.
Thank you.
Okay,
I don't have the whole vehicle code memorized.
then do you also know what the detainment time is?
As long as it is necessary to, yeah.
It's a reasonable time, yeah, within 20 minutes or less.
So you're prolonging this detention.
The only reason why I'm prolonging it is because it's not required. It's not required.
I get that you think that you are correct.
No.
We can, so here's
Look
what
up Thompson versus Reno, please, somebody. And if you're the highest that I can
I'm
get.
not looking anything up right now. I'm going to propose a solution, though. If you'd like, if you want to dispute the legality of the traffic stop, you can go before a magistrate.
I've already talked to your commissioner here. I've already talked to Tracy. I've already talked to the Bar Association also. I'm an attorney of fact. I know enough about the law that I know that this particular stop.
Do you know who he is?
I do not.
Okay. Does anybody here know who he is? Does Toby?
You know who that is?
I recognize them. I don't know what name.
Okay. So I'm gonna need you
I
to
didn't
turn
even
around.
see you over there.
I'm gonna need you to turn around
Okay, under why?
because I said so. Okay.
You're not arresting me. I don't give
So
consent
are you
for
letting me
that.
know that you're going to physically fight?
No, I'm telling you I'm not legally consenting an illegal search or an illegal seizure.
Okay. So this is what I'm telling you. This has been a one-sided conversation where I've tried to explain and tried to come to some sort of middle ground with you, and you're refusing.
I'm not refusing.
We've asked for your identification. Officer Banks is legally, he's within all boundaries of requesting your identification, and you're refusing. So I would like you to please turn around.
I'm not being placed under arrest.
So you're letting me know.
So
in
if
advance you're gonna
it
fight.
takes you running my name through David and an illegal arrest, then I guess that's what it's going to take.
I don't think anybody. You didn't have any intention of running his name, did you?
Why would you need my ID then?
So I can identify you.
And then to issue you a citation for not wearing your
A
seatbelt.
citation for a seatbelt that's not required, which we've already gone over.
So if that is the dispute and you don't want to
Okay.
sign, you don't have to sign the citation. You don't have to. That's fine. So
Will it be going before Tracy or will it be going before David?
I don't know if Tracy Mitri or I don't know who traffic court is.
Because I don't deal with Witchery anymore, and the Bar Association already
Honestly,
knows
I
that.
have no idea who the traffic court person is today. I have no idea. So if you would like, if he can identify you, and then if you have an issue signing the citation, he can take you before the magistrate, and the magistrate can hear you out.
Today.
Today, yes. It is 3:41. We're still within business hours.
Do you have time?
So I feel like that's a very reasonable middle ground, and you can be heard by someone of a higher expertise that knows the statutes that you're referring to.
Well, because you're not going to look them up, and I'm trying to educate
We're on
you
the
on
side
what
of the
that.
road. No, I'm not going to look them up. I appreciate your attempt to be educating me, but I'm not.
You realize, like, I've
willing.
told him too, I'm an auditor. You guys are going to be put all over YouTube for this anyway.
That's
so, I mean,
okay.
it doesn't matter either way.
Okay.
You know what? Thanks. The only reason why you want to ID me was because I already have a video explaining to you that I didn't have to ID. And the only reason why you want to ID me is because of personal vendetta.
This is where the encounter takes its most serious turn. As the dispute over identification continues, Supervisor Fletcher orders the auditor to turn around, creating an immediate fear that the situation could escalate into handcuffs or an arrest. The auditor pushes back, stating that he is not being arrested and does not consent to what he believes will be an unlawful search or seizure. The confrontation intensifies further when Fletcher discusses checking his identity through state databases and looking for possible warrants. The auditor argues that he is being illegally detained and asks for another supervisor, only to face the reality that Fletcher is the highest-ranking officer on scene. Then comes what appears to be a compromise. Provide identification, and the dispute can be taken before a magistrate. But from the auditor's perspective, the choice feels less like a voluntary agreement and more like mounting pressure to comply. Faced with the possibility of further escalation, He ultimately provides his ID. The central issue, however, remains unresolved. Throughout the entire confrontation, he repeatedly asks for the specific legal authority requiring him to identify himself, while the officers rely on their understanding of procedure and the circumstances of the stop. The result is a tense standoff that raises serious questions about police authority, identification requirements, and how quickly a roadside disagreement can escalate when neither side agrees on what the law actually requires.
Detained for, officer.
Oh, it's because of the package.
And also, what's your name and badge number?
Francine 212. We're just, like I said, we're conducting an investigation right now.
Okay. And what do you suspect me of committing? What crime?
Oh, I don't suspect you of committing. I mean,
so why am I being detained then?
We're checking out what's going on right now with the camera. And
but if I'm not committing a crime, why are you holding me as detained?
Once we clear, you'll be good, man. Like I said.
But he already checked, and he already got the story from the other lady. She said that she thought maybe I took something, but I dropped the package off.
We're gonna go check the cameras now. So
okay, that's fine.
Tight. We'll be out of here shortly.
That's fine. I gotta record this because I can't have my,
like I said,
constitution,
you want me to
my
call
rights
your
being
boss,
violated.
I can call your supervisor, let them know that there was a misunderstanding.
Oh,
That's what caused it. I understand you're on a time limit.
Yes,
with the delaying. So I totally get it, man. So like I said, if you need, I'll call. You say Lodi you're out of?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to give me a number before you leave, then I'll make.
If they ask me something, then I will tell them what happened, and I'll give your guys' apartment number to them, and they'll call and they'll figure out what happened.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's just understanding.
I just gotta report this just for records purposes. You know what I'm saying?
Thing, man. No problem.
We all got our own jobs.
I gotta buy the camera on too.
Yeah.
So
everything's being recorded. But the thing is, it costs money to get that film. That's why I like to record for my own purposes. So if some rights were being violated, then obviously I'll be having to have this a civil lawsuit, and I have my own recordings for that purposes. And is that your supervisor?
My supervisor's down there.
Okay. What's his name?
He's not. You can ask him when he gets down here if he comes over.
Okay. What's going on?
All right. Just trying to confirm that everything matches up.
Yeah.
Okay. UID on you.
What's your name and badge number?
My name and badge number?
Yeah.
Sergeant Moan, 186.
186? Okay.
Yes, sir. UID on you.
For what?
We're investigating a possible theft of a package.
Okay, but obviously I'm working, so that doesn't fit me. Do you suspect me of stealing of a package?
Listen, we didn't get caught. We got caught.
I know you're not doing that. I know, but you guys are law enforcement, and that's what every time I speak to officers, I tell them, I say, you guys are law enforcement, not feelings officers. These people,
what officers?
Feelings enforcement officers. Yeah, feelings enforcement.
Feelings officers?
Yeah, because people, they have feelings, and they like to call for silly things, which is obviously this is not a crime. I'm doing my job. He knows I'm doing my job. The other guy knows I'm doing my job. There's nothing else going on.
Okay.
If you suspect me of committing a crime, then I will surrender my ID. And if you are detaining me as well, then I'll be staying here. But if I am not being detained, you don't suspect me of committing a crime.
All right, my turn to talk. You're being detained.
Okay.
Okay. You are being detained.
And what are you detaining me for?
We're investigating. I told you already. We're investigating.
What do you suspect me of committing? What crime?
Can you let him talk?
Investigating a theft of a package.
Okay, and you suspect me of stealing the package?
Right now you're being detained.
Do you suspect me of stealing the package?
Hold on a second. I'm talking. You're being detained for investigation of a theft of a package.
Yeah, your investigation has nothing to do with my rights.
Hold on a second. Okay? We didn't just come up on you. We got called from a homeowner. Okay?
I don't know. I can't track your calls. I would have to do that on my own time.
We got called here from a homeowner. They came up on their window.
Yeah.
Of a person matching your description that came up with a package.
Okay.
And walked over with a package. That's it. So we deal with this all the time, and then we clear it, and then you're on your way.
Okay.
You get the ID, make sure
everything's right. But the thing is, there's a disconnect between the public and police officers because of reasons like this. You guys say, okay, this happens, then you have to ID someone for not committing a crime. This is not stopping ID state. You can't just say, you have to show me your ID because I want to see who you are. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
We're investigating.
Your department does not override the Constitution.
You're wasting your own time.
You're wasting my time. You know I didn't do anything wrong, and you guys are holding me here.
Why do you think that I told you the reason why we're here.
I understand.
You don't understand.
I do understand. You guys said that you come here for a call. Okay. Obviously, I'm not the guy because I'm working.
Has an Amazon driver ever stolen? Has any
I don't know about other places, but my department, and I know it's never happened in my department.
Yes, they have. Okay.
Not
All right.
from
Is
where
this how
we
you
were.
usually drive on the other side of the road?
I had to, because I had to drop a heavy package on this side.
I'm just telling you.
I pulled up.
Is this how you usually drive?
Because I had to deliver right here.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You want to lift 100-pound packages from the other side, you know, every time?
If you want me to do my job, you're driving on the wrong side of the road.
Look at how this guy is parked in the middle of the road.
We're law enforcement police officers. Okay.
Doesn't matter though. You still can't break the rules, just like everyone else.
So listen. You're ID.
Okay.
Now there's a Title 39 violation.
But he's blocking me, so I couldn't move.
You're on the wrong side of the road.
But I dropped a package off. He blocked me.
I don't want no
but
problems. I don't want no problems.
You do want a problem.
We're
Look, man, you guys are going to violate my rights because you know that I did not commit a crime. You can't articulate that I committed a crime.
So you're going way over.
How do you suspect? No, because I hate getting violated. I hate when my rights get violated. I have nothing on my. Huh?
We got called of a
Stop shining the light in my face.
And you can light up the area. It's dark.
No, it's not. You're an idiot. You don't even know what you're doing.
It's not dark.
You're just a fool with a badge. Listen to your sergeant.
All right, sir.
Tell him to stop shining the light in my face.
Hand over your ID.
But
so listen to me. You were detained for the theft of the package. You're also on the wrong side of the Title 39
Okay, so you think that I committed the crime of stealing a package?
Buddy, I'm talking to you right now.
So do you want to search? Do you want to search here for that house?
I don't want to search it.
So then how do you figure that I stole something but you won't even check to see if I stole it? What is the point of asking for an ID then?
I started this conversation by wanting to know who you were, and then it went crazy.
Yes,
right?
It went crazy because I feel like
I haven't even started my investigation yet.
So then you just said you started an investigation.
I'm trying to figure out who you are, what you do, what happened, but this conversation started with you saying, I'm not giving my ID, you're violating my rights.
Because I didn't commit any crime.
True or false?
But I didn't.
True or false?
I didn't commit any crime.
You won't even answer
I
the
don't
question.
have to give an ID if I didn't commit a crime.
Okay.
You know that.
Right
As
now.
a sergeant, you know that. You took a test.
Listen to me now.
You took a test.
I'm here, no ID. You have ID on you or now?
Of course I have my ID
on. Are you
on.
handing it over? I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle.
If you could,
step out of the vehicle.
Okay. I'm recording this. I record everything.
Okay.
What am I? Of course.
One more time.
Of course I have a license.
Okay, there's a Title 39 violation on top of it. You have a license on you.
Of course I have.
Okay. Can we see the license?
And what is the title?
4-135. Improper parking. You're parked on the wrong side of the road.
But that's not what you were called for. And he blocked me. So how am I supposed to move?
We were called there. You were parked here before we got here. Are you going to turn over your license?
You just want to look at my license.
Are you going to turn over your license?
If you suspect me of committing a crime, then I will show you my license.
You're in a motor vehicle violation.
How many times
do you suspect me of stealing that package? From a man
investigation and Title 39 violation. Do you have ID or no?
Okay, you suspect me of committing a crime. I will hand over my ID. I record everything. Handing my ID over. Here you go.
Sit there.
This is a public sidewalk. Huh?
What happened with the house?
What do you mean with the house?
You said you didn't. You dropped packages off at 11:25 focus, correct?
Yes, I deliver packages.
Okay. All right. So the caller said that you walked away with a package. And that's why we're
I
here.
carried like 3 or 4 packages to the houses. I drop off. I go to the next house.
Okay.
So and I told him, I said, I hold a couple packages at once. I can't hold. I'm not gonna go one by one.
Dude, you talk too much. You talk too much.
You just wanted me to explain.
No, listen.
You just wanted me to explain.
Listen. Okay, so listen.
And now I talk too much.
So this officer didn't.
People don't talk to you guys, bro.
Okay. This officer. Listen to me. So this officer didn't talk to the caller yet. He had no clue what the caller saw.
So then why are you guys coming to me then?
Dude, all right, don't worry about it anymore.
No, whatever.
I can get the call.
Okay.
Everything is covered.
I told you.
Can get the
I
call.
saw the video.
I already told you what you can do.
I'm going to. I believe in the Constitution, bro. And
Where's your family work? Where's your family work?
Where does she work?
Where does your family work? Law enforcement.
My uncle, he's actually a state trooper in New York.
New York.
Yep.
Okay.
Ryan Delaney.
Okay.
Look him up.
Hey, you look him up.
Why would I have to look him up?
I won't look him up.
So why do you want to know? It's gonna get posted on YouTube and it's gonna get hundreds of thousands of views. You guys are gonna see that one day.
We have it on tape too. Yeah, we have it on tape too. We're doing nothing wrong.
And you'll look at it and you'll be like, damn, this is the day I f***ed up in my life. And it starts by one person.
Now the video shifts to another encounter that begins with a simple misunderstanding, but quickly escalates into a major police investigation. An Amazon delivery driver, working in broad daylight and carrying out a routine delivery, becomes a subject of suspicious person call after someone sees him walking away from a house with a package. Despite reportedly wearing a delivery uniform, driving a marked vehicle, carrying multiple packages, and using a company scanning device, officers approach and detain him while they investigate the complaint. The driver immediately asks the key question, "What crime do you suspect me of committing?" The initial response is simply that they are investigating. As the encounter continues, Sergeant Moan arrives, and the officers acknowledge that they have not yet fully confirmed the details of the original complaint. Nevertheless, the driver is asked for identification and warned about possible obstruction, while the discussion also turns to an alleged parking violation because his vehicle is positioned on the wrong side of the road while he unloads a package. Eventually, frustrated by the prolonged encounter, the driver provides his ID. Officers check his information and inspect the delivery vehicle, ultimately finding nothing that connects him to any apparent crime. He is then allowed to leave, with no reported theft charge or further enforcement action. What began as a neighbor's suspicion ends as another uncomfortable encounter centered on a difficult question. How much investigation is justified before a routine worker is treated like a criminal?